What is up, Jake Remix here? So today we have a very special creepypasta to react to. This one is sonic.exe. Bloodsport has done it. I want to give him credit for actually doing this, so I'm going to be very excited to react to this one. So if you guys want me to react to any more creepypastas just like this one, let me know down in the comments down below. Also subscribe, turn notifications as well as that bell button, because you never know when I do more just like this. Also check out the playlist on the top right corner on the screen, so that way you guys can all see the past reactions of the creepypastas I reacted to. So let's get into one. This one's 34 minutes long, so keep back, relax, grab some popcorn and drinks, and let's do this one. Kaboom. Blood spilled stereo.
I'm a total Sonic the Hedgehog fan, much like everyone else. I like the newer games, but I don't mind playing the classics.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever played glitchy or hacked games before,
Nope.
though I don't think I want to play any after the experience I had. It started on a nice summer afternoon. I was playing Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah.
I like how you get to explore the towns in it. Until I noticed, out of my peripheral vision, that the mailman had arrived and put something in my mailbox as usual and left. I paused my game to go see what I got in the mail. The only thing in the mailbox was a CD case for computers and a note. I took it inside. I looked at the note first and realised it was from my dear friend Kyle, whom I hadn't heard from in 2 weeks. I know that.
Just in case everyone doesn't know about this, excuse me. This is based off an actual creepypasta of sonic.exe. I don't know much about the original, but you could probably go into like other videos and it'll probably explain it, but that's really cool.
Because I recognised his handwriting. Though what was weird is how it looked. It looked badly written and scratchy and somewhat difficult to read, as if Kyle was having a hard time writing it down and did it in a hurry. This is what he wrote. Tom, I can't take it anymore. I had to get rid of this thing somehow before it was too late, and I was hoping you'd do it for me. I can't do it. He's after me. And if you don't destroy the CD, he'll come after you too. He's too fast for me.
Oh god.
Please, Tom, destroy this godforsaken disc before he comes after you too. It's too late for me. Destroy the disc, and you'll destroy him. But do it quick, otherwise he'll catch you. Don't even play the game.
Don't.
It's what he wants. Just destroy it. Please. Signed, Kyle.
Oh boy. That's not good.
Well, that was certainly weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Even though
freaky.
Kyle is my best friend and I hadn't seen him in 2 weeks, I didn't do what he asked me. I didn't think that a simple gaming disc would do anything bad to him.
No, don't.
After all, it's just a game, right?
It's more
Boy.
than just a game.
I was wrong about that. Anyway, I looked at the disc, and it looks like any ordinary computer CDR disc,
Oh man.
except it had black marker on it written sonic.exe,
Don't play it. It has that
and
on
it was much unlike Kyle's handwriting, meaning that he must have gotten it from someone else, like a pawn shop or eBay. When I saw Sonic on the writing of the CD, I was actually excited and wanted to play it. Since I am a big fan of Sonic,
Me too.
I went up to my room and turned on my computer
bloody
and put the disc
idiot!
in and installed the game.
You idiot!
When the title screen popped up, I noticed that it was the first Sonic game.
Yeah.
I was like,
I just remember back when I was a kid, the first Sonic game that I played was the actual first game that came out. It was it PlayStation 1? I remember playing the very first Sonic game that came out, and I never get to beat it, but my god, it just clicked into my hand when I saw it. That's awesome, but you idiot, you just doomed yourself.
awesome. Because like I said earlier, I like the classics.
Yeah.
The first thing I noticed that was out of place was when I pressed start. There was a split second when I saw the title image turn into something much different. Something that I now consider horrifying.
Yeah.
Before cutting to black.
Oh no.
I remember what the image looked like in that split second before the game cut to black.
Yep.
The sky had darkened. The
My
title
nemesis!
emblem was rusted and ruined. And the Sega 1991 was now instead Sega 666. And the water had turned red, like blood. Except it looked hyper-realistic. But the freakiest thing that was in that split-second frame was Sonic. His eyes were pitch black and bleeding with two glowing red dots staring right at me.
Classic EXE
And
look.
his smile had stretched wider up to the edge of his face. I was rather disturbed about that image when I saw it,
Yeah.
though I figured that it was just a glitch and forgot about it. After it cut to black, it stayed like that for about 10 seconds or so. And then another weird thing happened. The save file select from Sonic the Hedgehog 3 popped up.
What?
And I was like, what the hell? What's this doing in the first Sonic game?
Yeah.
Anyway, then I noticed something off. The background was the dark, cloudy sky from the Bad Stardust Speedway level from Sonic CD.
Oh.
And there were only 3 save files.
Whoever
The
came
music
up
was
with
that
this game is
creepy
a madman.
Caverns of Winter music from Earthbound. Only, it was extended, and seemed to have been in reverse. And the image for the save file where you see a preview of the level you're on is just red static for all 3 files.
That's
What
not good.
freaked me out more was the character select.
There's only
It showed only Tails, Knuckles, and to my surprise, Dr.
Eggman.
Robotnik. Now I was sure that something was up.
Nope.
I mean, how can you play as Robotnik in a classic Sonic game for crying out loud?
You never.
That's when I realised that this wasn't a glitchy game.
Nope.
It was a hacked game.
Yeah, I think you could put it that way.
It definitely looked hacked. It was really creepy, but as a smart gamer, I wasn't scared.
Nope.
Or at least I tried not to be.
Oh, you're going to get real scared,
I
buddy.
told
real
myself
quick.
that it was just a hacked game, and there's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, shaking off the creeped out feeling, I picked file 1 and chose Tails. And when I selected, I got started. The game froze for about 5 seconds, and I heard a creepy, pixelated laugh
I'll
that
never
sounded
forget that
an
laugh.
awful lot like that Kefka guy from Final Fantasy, before cutting to black. The screen stayed black for about 10 seconds or more. Then it showed the typical level title thing,
Oh, that's
except
not
the
good.
simplistic shapes that were different shades of red, and the text showed only Hill, Act 1. The screen faded in, and the level title vanished, revealing Tails in the Green Hill Zone from Sonic 1. The music was much different though. It sounded like a peaceful melody in reverse. Anyway, I started playing and had Tails start running like you would in any of the classic Sonic
This
games.
brings actually bringing back old memories.
What was odd was that, as Tails was running along the level, there was nothing but flat ground.
Seeing him actually playing the game, but seeing like the old school Sonic game brings me back a lot of really good memories of when I was young, because I played a lot of Sonic games. I don't think I ever beaten like all the Sonic games. I think I remember playing the Shadow the Hedgehog one. I can't remember, but I love playing Sonic games, and I actually have 2 of the movies. I just need to get the third one out of my collection and be done.
And a few trees for 5 minutes. That was when the peaceful music started to lower down into slow, deep tones, very slowly as I kept going.
Yep.
I I suddenly saw something, and I stopped to see what it was.
Oh.
It was one of the small animals lying dead on the ground, bleeding. That was when the music started to slow down. Tails had a shocked and saddened look on his face that I never saw him have before. So I had him move along, and he kept that worried look on his face.
Yeah.
As he kept moving, I saw more dead animals as Tails moved past them, looking more and more worried as the music lowers.
You should be
And he
worried.
moves past more dead animals. I was shocked to see how they all died. They looked like somebody killed them in rather gruesome ways. A squirrel was hanged on a tree with what appears to be his entrails hanging out. A bunny had all 4 of his limbs torn off, and a duck had its eyes gouged out and its throat slit.
Oh.
I felt sick to my stomach when I saw this massacre, and apparently
That'll leave
so
some
did
trauma in
Tails.
you.
After a few more seconds, there were no more animals, and the music seemed to have stopped. I still kept Tails to continue. After a minute passed, after the music stopped, Tails was running up a hill, and then he stopped. It wasn't until I saw why. Sonic was there, on the other side of the screen, with his back against Tails, with his eyes closed.
Don't.
Tails looked happy to see Sonic,
That's not
but then
Sonic.
his smile
That's not
faltered,
Sonic.
obviously noticing that Sonic wasn't responding to him,
That's not Sonic.
if not acting as if he was totally oblivious of Tails' presence. Tails walked slowly towards Sonic, and I noticed that I wasn't even moving my keyboard to make him move. So this had been a cutscene.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I began to have a growing feeling of dread as Tails walked closer to Sonic to get his attention. I felt that Tails was in danger, and something bad was going to happen. I heard faint static growing louder as Tails was but inches away from Sonic, and stopped, and stuck his hand out to touch him. That foreboding feeling in my gut was growing stronger, and I felt the urge to tell Tails to get away from Sonic as the static grew louder. Suddenly, in a split second, I saw Sonic's eyes open, and they were black, with those red, glowing dots. Just like that title image, though there wasn't a smile. When that happened, the screen turned black, and the static sound was off.
Oh no.
It stayed black for about 7 seconds, and then white text appeared, forming a message saying, "Hello. Do you want to play with me?"
No, thank you.
At this point, I was creeped out.
Yeah, you should be creeped out.
I didn't want to continue the game,
Oh god, I'm
but my
getting
curiosity
goosebumps.
got the better of me
Holy crap.
when I was taken to a different level, with a level title now saying, "Hide and Seek." This time, I was in the Angel Island level from Sonic 3, and it looked like everything was on fire. Tails looked as though he was scared out of his wits at this time. He actually looked at me and made frantic gestures to me, as if he wanted to get out of the area he was in as fast as possible.
He's looking right at you.
I was starting to get freaked out by this. I mean,
Anyone would be
Tails
freaked
was
out by playing
actually
these games.
breaking the fourth wall, trying to tell me to get him out of there. So I pressed down on the arrow key as hard as I could, and made him run as fast as he could. A pixelated version of that creepy theme when you meet Shadow at the Ark as Robotnik from Sonic Adventure 2 was playing, as I made Tails trek through the desolate forest, trying to help him escape from whatever he was trying to run from.
Oh no.
Suddenly, I heard that creepy laugh again. That awful Kefka laugh. Right after, 10 seconds had passed as I helped Tails run through the forest, And then I started seeing flashes of Sonic
I
popping
saw
up
that.
everywhere on the screen.
I saw that.
Again, with those black and red eyes.
Oh.
The music
Like the
changed
old
to
school
that
days.
suspenseful drowning jingle as I see Sonic behind Tails, slowly gaining up on him, flying. Sonic wasn't running,
No.
he was actually flying. The flying pose his sprite was in made him look
Sonic
very
cannot
similar
fly.
to Metal Sonic's flying pose in Sonic CD, except it was just Sonic,
Nope.
and he had the black and red eyes again. Only this time, he had the most deranged looking grin on his face. He looked as though he was enjoying the torment he was giving the poor little fox as he gained up on him.
If I ever meet sonic.exe in the game, I would probably fight him, but there's gonna be a chance that he could probably just kill me, but I'm gonna give him a nice, good beating onto him. Like, I'll just give him like a couple of rock and pop, sock and problems. But again, he could just cut me in half with just one swing.
Suddenly, when Tails tripped, another cutscene, the music stopped,
Poor Tails.
and Sonic vanished. Tails lay there and started crying for 15 seconds. The screen was rather upsetting to watch, and I kind of teared up myself. But then Sonic appeared right in front of Tails, and Tails looked up in horror. Blood started to come down those blackened eyes of Sonic's as a grin slowly grew from his face as he looked down at the horrified fox. I could do nothing but watch.
Eat your heart?
Just in a split second, Sonic lunged at Tails right before the screen went black. There was a loud screeching noise that only lasted 5 seconds. The text returned, only this time it said, "You're too slow. Want to try again?" And then that god-awful laugh came with it. I was so shocked by what had happened. Did Sonic murder Tails?
No.
No, he couldn't have.
Sonic and
He
Tails
and
are like
Tails are
best
supposed
buds.
to be best friends, right?
Yeah.
Why did Sonic do that to him? I shook the shock off as I was brought back to the character select. The save file that had Tails was different.
Tails.exe.
Tails was no longer in the box itself, but in the TV screen itself, which was flickering with that red static.
Oh, man.
Tails' expression scared me. His eyes were black and bleeding. His orange fur had gone black, and he had an expression of anguish on his face. Trying to ignore it, I picked Knuckles next. The laugh came again, and the screen cut to black again, and stayed there for another.
Every time this son of a bitch is gonna keep laughing, every time I'm gonna go to bed and I'm gonna hear that laugh in my head so many times because this bastard just kept laughing. You're gonna be real laughing when I shut my foot up your ass.
10 seconds. This time the level said, "You can't run."
I can't run, but I can fight.
I was really freaked out by now. I couldn't tell if this was a glitch, or a hack, or some kind of sick, twisted joke, or anything really.
It could be all of them combined.
But despite
man.
my fear of what happened next, I kept playing. The next level looked much different. It had the ground of the Scrap Brain Zone, but the sky background looked like the main menu. It had the dark, reddish, cloudy sky,
It's like flipping.
but it was the music that creeped me out the
It's
most.
like flipping.
It sounded like Geiger's theme, right after you beat Pokey in Earthbound. I also noticed that Knuckles looked afraid, just like Tails did, though not as much. More rather, he looked a little unnerved. He broke the fourth wall just like Tails, and looked as if he wasn't sure about going on,
Oh, jeez.
but I made him move anyway. He
gotta
ran
go.
down the straight pathway in this dark level, and as he did, the screen started to flicker red static a couple times, and then that maddening laugh came again.
He's never gonna have PTSD
Then,
from this.
after a few seconds of running,
Oh,
I noticed several bloodstains on the metallic ground. I felt a growing sense of fear again, thinking something horrible is going to happen to Knuckles. He looked nauseated, walking down this blood-stained road, but I still kept him going. Suddenly, as Knuckles ran,
boy.
Sonic appeared right in front of him, with those black and red eyes. And then red static appeared again. When the static vanished, showing nothing but black screen with text saying, "Found you," I was now scared. Sonic found Knuckles already?
How?
What was going on? Anyway, red static came again, and then I was back to the level. Knuckles looked like he was panicking, and Sonic was nowhere to be found. And this time, that high-pitched squealing from the Silent Hill 1's final boss was playing. Was this some kind of boss battle with Sonic?
Oh, poor.
I hoped to God it wasn't, honestly.
I would love to battle this motherfucker.
Suddenly,
I wanna
Sonic
battle him,
appeared
like-
right behind Knuckles, in what appeared to be pixelated black smoke.
Fake.
I made Knuckles turn,
That's a fake.
and then punched Sonic. But Sonic vanished in black pixelated smoke before I could even land a hit. That terrible laugh went off again. Then, Sonic appeared behind Knuckles again,
Oh,
and then
God,
I
this
made him
one.
punch again. And Sonic vanished again, laughing. Knuckles was panicking even more, and even I felt like I was going crazy.
Yeah.
Sonic was practically playing with us.
Yeah.
He was playing a sick, twisted little mind game with me and Knuckles.
Like playing with his food.
Another cutscene played as Knuckles fell to his knees and clutched his head, sobbing. I felt his agony. Sonic was actually driving us both crazy. And then, in a split second, Sonic lunged at Knuckles,
What
and
did
the
you just
screen
say?
went black with another distorted screeching noise that lasted for at least 3 seconds.
Definitely gonna hear this in my fucking
Another
head.
message appeared. So many souls to play with, so little time. Would you agree? What the hell? Just what is going on? I started to think Sonic was actually trying to talk to me through the game, but I was too scared to think that. I was brought back to the main menu,
Oh boy.
and this time,
Knuckles.
the second file box had Knuckles in the TV screen. His red fur had darkened to a reddish grey, his dreadlocks were dipped with blood, and his eyes were black and bleeding too. And he had a look of sadness on his face.
The second song.
I began to think that those are the actual characters trapped inside those TV screens on the save files.
Yep.
But I couldn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. So, I shut off the game and took a break.
Yeah, good idea.
I took a nap. Wish I hadn't. Because then, I began to have the most disturbing nightmare. I was in pitch black darkness, though I was under the light given off by a lamp that hung high above my head.
Oh no.
I could hear the cries of Knuckles and Tails nearby.
Oh no.
They were saying stuff like, "Help us,"
Oh.
and
Uh-oh.
"Why did you give us to him?"
Oh.
And-
Oh.
"Run away before he gets you too."
Uh-oh.
Their cries died out, as I then heard Sonic laugh.
If I had a dream like that, I'm
His
gonna
laugh.
be insane.
It sounded a lot like the distorted Kefka laugh. "You're a lot of fun to play with, kid. Just like your friend Kyle. Though he didn't last long."
Oh, he killed Kyle?
I was scared to look around for the voice. "Won't be long now until you join him, and all my other friends." I saw him walking towards me, flickering in and out in several directions. "You can't run, kid. You're in my world now. Just like the others." When he grabbed me, I saw his bleeding, black and red eyes, grinning face. I woke up with a fright.
Come on at me, motherfucker.
After a couple of hours, I decided to continue playing the game.
You gotta beat the game, man.
I don't know why, but I had to know. I had to figure out why this was happening.
Yeah.
So, I turned on the computer, turned on the game, and selected Robotnik next. I still thought that was wacky. Playing as Robotnik.
Yeah, you never
But anyway,
played
the level title appeared
any other
again,
games.
and this time it said ...
That's not good.
which I found really freaky.
Yeah, it is freaky.
This time, I was in some kind of hallway. Didn't really look like it was from any of the classic Sonic games, though it had the pixelated style. The floor was shiny and checkered. The walls were dark, greyish purple, with animated candle lights, and a few dark bloodstains here and there. And there was a dark red curtain hanging above the top part of the screen. Every 12 seconds or so, that red curtain swayed very slowly. But whenever you're playing the game, you can barely see it move.
Yeah.
The music was oddly pleasant, a piano playing a rather sad yet peaceful song. But I knew better. This was the song that played in Hill Act 1, only it wasn't in reverse. Robotnik didn't look entirely nervous like Tails and Knuckles did, but he did have a suspicious look on his face, as if he was just a bit paranoid. He did have a little animation when I just left him standing there. He turned his head to the left and then to the right at least twice, and then shrugged at me, as if he had no idea where he was or where he was going.
This is not good. Not good.
Even though I was scared out of my mind about what was going to happen.
Yep.
I had Robotnik continue onward. He did his usual running animation. You know, when you've beaten him at the end of a classic Sonic game and you chase him. As we continued going through the hallway. Then, I stopped at a long flight of stairs leading downward. Now I was nervous. Even Robotnik seemed unsure of himself. Though, I pressed onward. As I led Robotnik down the stairs, I noticed that the walls have gotten darker and more reddish. The red torches are now an eerie blue. Then, we landed onto another hallway. This one was longer than the last one, or at least it felt like it. And then we headed down another flight of stairs. This one was much longer. Took at least 1 full minute.
1 whole minute?
And then I heard that horrid Kefka laugh again. And then the music slowly faded until it was quiet. As it did, the walls turned more dark red, and the torches were a black flame now. When Robotnik landed onto the third hallway, I noticed he now looked really creeped out, though he tried to hide it. I couldn't blame him. I was scared too. Suddenly, Sonic popped right in front of Robotnik, the same way he did Knuckles, and then red static. The red static lasted for about 15 seconds, and then it showed me the most unpleasant image. The image showed a hyper-realistic of Sonic standing in the darkness where
that is creepy.
You can only see his face.
That is actually creepy.
While his head and torso faded into black. And when I say hyper-realistic, I mean like he looked so real, you could actually see the lines in his blue fur. As if you could actually feel the fur if you touched the screen.
Probably would.
His face. Oh god. He had the most horrifying smile I had ever seen.
That's the look of he is
And
going
that's
to
saying
murder
something
you
considering
all.
I saw that image at the start of the game.
Yep.
His eyes are wide and black, and once again crying blood, which also looked hyper-realistic. And there were two small, glowing red dots in those black eyes, staring right at me,
Oh,
as if staring into my mind.
my soul.
His grin was wide and demonic. It literally stretched to the side of his face like a Cheshire cat, except Sonic had fangs. Very sharp fangs, much like the werehog's teeth, except more vicious looking,
Uh-oh.
somewhat yellowish, and from the look of it, he had stains of blood and small bits of flesh on his lips and fangs, as if he ate some animal. I stared at that gruesome image for a good 30 seconds,
Oh, man.
never taking my eyes off it.
Nope.
I felt
That's
as
gonna be
if
burned into your
He was
skull, my
actually
man.
looking at me, smiling at me. That face. It just took 10 seconds for it to etch itself into my brain for good.
Yep.
Then, the image flickered with red static again 3 times, and on the 3rd time, I heard the Kefka laugh, except this time, it sounded distorted, demonic even. It went back to the image again, except this time, there was the text again, though it was messed up. But it was pretty much one of the most horrifying things I looked at since I had this game. It read,
Red.
I am God. It was when I read that image while looking at Sonic when it hit me.
He is going to have
I
PTSD
realized
for the rest
right
of his
there
damn
and then
life from this.
this Sonic was a monster.
Yeah, a
A
demon.
pure evil,
Monster.
sadistic, all-powerful, nightmarish, demented monster. And all of his victims, including Tails, Knuckles, Robotnik, and possibly Kyle, are just his little toys. And the game is the very gateway into his chaotic, nightmarish world, and the very hell his victims are trapped in.
Yeah.
Suddenly,
The hell you don't want
in
to
an
be in.
actual split second, I screamed as Sonic lunged at the screen,
God.
screeching loudly with his mouth wide open to an unnatural length, revealing nothing but a literally spiraling abyss of pure darkness before the red static came again, this time much louder and distorted, so loud that it hurt my ears. I yelled and grabbed my ears as the red static screeched for a good 7 seconds.
Oh, man.
Then, it stopped and showed nothing but black screen. As I sat there, staring at the black screen, one last text came up. Ready for round 2, Tom?
Uh-oh.
The Kefka laugh, now sounding more clear, as if Sonic was right behind me, played again 3 times, as I looked at that text in shock and confusion.
How does he know?
Then, I got booted back to the main menu, and this time,
Oh.
the 3rd save file had a TV image of Robotnik in the same tormented state as Tails and Knuckles. Robotnik's skin turned a dull grey,
Dog.
his mustache drooped and had blackened. His eyes broke, and blood is coming from them, and he had a mere dead-like expression on his face.
I'm getting goosebumps
I looked
from
at
this.
Tails, Knuckles, and Robotnik, and I cried a bit. I pitied them for the agony they're going through.
I feel so bad for them too.
They were forever trapped within the game, forever tormented by that horrid hedgehog, and always will be. Then, the computer shut itself off. I couldn't turn it back on no matter what I did.
Nope.
I sat there for maybe 25 seconds, horrified by what had just happened. Sonic is the very embodiment of evil. He tortures people who play his game in more ways than one.
Yeah.
And then, when he gets bored, he drags you into the game. Literally, drags you to hell, where he can play with you, always, as his toy. I can't get the game out of my computer.
Oh, that's not
I
good.
think it's stuck in there. But at least I managed to turn it back on now.
Oh.
After I sat there for 25 seconds, I heard a voice right behind me, like a whisper. Try to keep this interesting for me, Tom. I turned around to see where the voice came from, and what I saw made me scream. Sitting on my bed, staring right at me, was a Sonic plushie, smiling, with bloodstains under its eyes.
No. Okay. Is that it? Alright. That's the end. Okay. I'm gonna have a hard time sleeping today. So, but holy crap, Bloodsport, you did a fantastic job doing this. I'm gonna shake it up from this. So, this has to be one of the best ones I have ever reacted so far. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If y'all do, please leave a like if you do. Subscribe. Let's get that 500 subscribers. And if you want more content, please go down to the voice channels. Mal Rhino, Rusty Fuse, and Sparks Unlimited, all 3 channels in the link in the description. And I'm Remington, signing out. Peace, Dragons.